Hey guys, welcome back. So today we have a hamstring stretch and we're just going to go ahead, take our feet hip width apart, bend those knees and just breathe into your hamstrings and your lower back, taking some gentle rocks left to right. So guys, we're just grounding and getting ready for this deep hamstring stretch. Take it easy and just do your best today. So now we're going to get our blocks and get into this stretch. So we're just going to start out by taking some pedals, just bending one knee at a time, guys. So we're really taking our time here. We're just saying hi to the hamstrings and the legs, taking it very easy, using the blocks to support you. So guys, just remember to breathe deep and try to get deeper if you can. Nice. So now we're going to get rid of our blocks, just pop them to the side, and we're going to come into a downward dog, and we're going to do the exact same thing, guys. We're just going to bend one knee at a time, breathing into our hamstrings and the back of our legs, and just taking it easy, being nice and gentle, and breathing deep. Lovely. So again, you can take as many as you need here. If you need to keep going, that's fine, but we're going to come down into a quick child's pose just to take a quick breather. Nice, guys. So just take a last deep breath here, because we're going to come up, grab our blocks and go into a pyramid pose. So if you just look at how I'm going to get into this pose, my front leg is nice and straight, my foot is facing ahead of me, but my back foot is slightly at an angle and facing outwards. This is going to enable me to push up onto my tiptoe on my back leg and come back flat. Up on your tiptoes, come back down. Tiptoes, back down. Tiptoes and back down. Tiptoes and back down. Tiptoes and down. Now we're going to switch legs and go for 8 on the, and we're going to repeat the same movement on the other side. So just up on your tiptoes and back down. Lift up, back down. Tiptoes, back down. Tiptoes, back down. Tiptoes, back down, and release. Now we're going to swap sides again, but we're going to bring our back leg much closer to our front leg and do the same thing again, guys. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and switch. So remember, you bring in that leg closer, that back foot is still at an angle, guys, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And now we just want to take a breather and bring our legs to the edges of the mat and just have a nice deep stretch here, guys. Now if it feels good, guys, you can just start to bend one knee at a time and just rock from side to side. Nothing too deep, just taking it easy still. Breathing deep. And just taking those gentle rocks from side to side. You can get deeper if you can. You can also bring the blocks closer to you if that helps. Nice. Now we're going to come down and come into a half split hamstring stretch. As you guys can see, my hips are on top of my knees, so I don't want your bum to be so close to your ankle. And you can get rid of the blocks if you wish here, or you can keep using the blocks, guys. We're just going to breathe deep into our hamstring here and give it a good stretch. And guys, remember this stretch is active, so you're pulling your heel towards you and you're really feeling this stretch, okay? It's an active stretch. You need to act as if you're really pulling that heel towards you. Now let's swap over to the other side. Again, we're going to keep it active, nice and aligned. Hip over your knee, keeping that straight line and not allowing your bum to be too close to your ankle. Nice, guys. Now we're going to gently come out of the stretch and come into a seated straddle. So we don't want to go too wide in our straddle. We do still want to take it easy and be in a position that's comfortable enough for us to take these movements left and right, nice and dynamic, just taking your time, breathing and opening up the hamstrings even more. Nice. So now we're going to fold over to our right and we're just going to hold this stretch, breathe into any tension that we're feeling and just keep breathing, guys. That's the main point. You need to breathe. Breathe through the intensity. Nice. Now we're going to head over to the other side and just taking it wherever you can, guys. If you can get your head to your knees, great. If you can't, amazing. Just be wherever you are and appreciate what your body can do right where you are today. Nice. So now we're going to come out of this stretch and we're just going to come into a deep squat and just roll it out a little bit, give our hamstrings a little break, just go from left to right. Nice. So now we're going to grab our blocks again and we're going to set up for this wide leg forward fold using the blocks to really get that pull and really get into our hamstrings, guys. This is an active stretch and we're using the blocks to support us. I'll just show you from the other side as well. It is a bit slippery for me. There we go, much better. So pulling and just having a nice deep breath. This stretch is intense. We're using the blocks to pull, 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 pull. You can also change the level of the block to suit your level and just to make you a bit more comfortable in this position. So you can get the blocks higher. But guys, we really want a deep stretch here. And gently coming out. So we're going to grab our blocks again. And we're just going to take these pedals, so one knee at a time. Just as we did at the start of this stretch. And see if you can go deeper. That's it. Take some deep breaths. So now we're going to put our blocks to the side, or you can keep the blocks, but we're going to go back into this pyramid stretch, and we're just going to bring our nose to our knees if we can. If not, use your blocks, and we're just going to hold here, guys. This is a great, great, great hamstring stretch. Remember to breathe deep and switching it over. Nice, guys. So we're going to come out of this stretch and come into a closed knee child pose, just to rest it out a little bit. Breathing deep here, releasing tension. Nice. So now we're going to lay on our backs. And we're going to come into a dynamic and active stretch. So it's active and dynamic at the same time. So I'm just going to bring my legs up, keep a micro bend in your knees. And I'm literally just going to act like I'm walking towards myself. Bend the knees, lift up, and just take those steps towards yourself, back and forth. Bend the knees, lift up, and again. This is a really good active stretch, guys. You should definitely be feeling this. And bring it up. Now we're going to come into a one leg seated hamstring stretch, keeping that foot on your inner thigh and then reaching over. And we're going to swap. Get our right foot into our inner left thigh and reach over. Breathing deep and breathing into the intensity and any tension that you're feeling. Nice, guys. So we're going to come up on our feet and come into a hip width forward fold, and just stretch out the hamstring here, or half fold shall I say. And if you can, just going to get our hands on the floor. If you can't, just hold onto your ankles, that's absolutely fine. We just want to try and keep our back as straight as we can here. And we're going to take our feet out to the edges of our mat. And again, trying to keep our back straight. And just breathing very deep into this stretch. This is definitely very intense, guys. And it does take time. And now if you take your feet wider and try to take your hands through to give yourself a nice pull. If you can. So now we're going to take it up a notch a little bit, and we're going to come onto our forearms and lift up. Forearms, lift up. Please use your blocks to support you here if you need them. Forearm, lift up. Forearm, lift up. Forearms. And again, taking our hands through, getting that deep stretch again. And bringing it down. Well done. We're almost done, guys. Lovely, guys. So just take some deep breaths here. We're going to come into our last stretch. First, we're just going to shake it out and then come into a straddle pose. Now, this is a bonus stretch pretty much, and we're just going to stretch it out and see if we can get our pancake, if you're feeling warm enough, and just pull wherever you are. And that is it, guys. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.